Peace and blessings, Asafo, the Honorable One, the Success Scholar here, Haki Ammi. Here, I want to do this piece, and I'm going to call it Why Daren Muhammad and David Johnson should join the movement of the Success Scholar, Haki Ammi. Well, I know I haven't talked about two of my favorite brothers in a minute, but I want to just put it out here for those who may not know uh, or may not be aware of who I'm speaking of. These two brothers are some of my uh, uh, peoples. They may not agree with that term, but let me just kind of move it where it needs to go. But I sincerely would hope that by this time they have grown up a little and are now a little wiser and able to listen to other intelligent individuals who are actually doing what I consider the more relevant work within the Baltimore empowerment community. And both of these brothers, for those who may not know, they're on the radio and they tend to read some unique information. But what I'm concerned and what I do, I certainly try to listen to a lot of different people because I'm a curious brother. But one thing I've been able to recognize, and I've been a little quiet in a sense to not project my opinions inappropriately, but to take my time, being that I'm a little younger than these brothers, but I think that at this time I have to assert that for those that listen to these brothers and they have some profound, unique perspectives, but it's time for us to be in a position where we can listen to those that have a better analysis that are able to implement. Hmm? And it's rather unfortunate, for instance, that although I've certainly am responsible for many of these individuals' growth, that neither have took it upon themselves, to have the wisdom and the personal integrity to have me on their radio show. And I'm saying this post, in the past, in a sense, because at this particular time, I'm not necessarily pressed, shall I say, to be on individuals' radio programs. I mean, it's not, I'm not 25 anymore. At one time, it was considered a uh, a big thing that maybe to get your voice heard on some of these local radio programs. But in 2017, I've come to realize that there are more than one way to get your voice out, and some individuals, for instance, that are communicating via this form are reaching the right audience, the quality individuals and the individuals that can implement. And they have a curiosity to listen to you, not just people out here that just listening to the radio as they going to work or whatever. So I'm not like, certainly I'm not into believing that these radio programs, are the best way to reach our people. And I would hope that they would have used their resources a little bit more wisely and the people's resources wisely, to not continue to throw away the people's money. Now, let me just say this because, you know, many may not know the background and I see both of these gentlemen upholding Steve Coakley, but it would have been nice and it would have been proper for you to not, first and foremost, not take my my picture, my comments, my intro to Brother Steve Coakley on the previous video. I'm sorry, the video that we did in Baltimore. Yes. So some of these folks took my, because I didn't necessarily think that far ahead. I didn't try to hold on to all these videos and all the, the the footage from that and think about putting it on YouTube at that time. But I'm actually cut off, and it has like over 50,000 views on one page. And so they cut you off and write you out of history. And let me do Omar Johnson real fast. Hello? Say no. But uh, so these brothers, who I've supported, certainly supported the other brother, yeah, Daren, taking him around over the years and contributing to his cause, and these folk who have spoken about uh, the politicians over the years. And I once asked them, I did something very unique just to see where their mind was, just to see if they had real leadership potential. I ran for office in Baltimore, in the 8th district, and I didn't. I mean, again, I'm not a miseducated Negro. I understand, the dynamics of who get elected and what kind of Negro that society wants or people want, people that they can control and people that will do the bidding. So I'm not like lost on that, and they don't want thinkers, real people that have any real aspirations, and you're not held economically by them, and you don't have the moral uh, decadence where they have something over you, even on a local level, where they can say, "Oh, he's a he's a pedophile," or "Look at him, he's a drunk." We'll destroy him in the media somehow. So I just want to put it out there that I think both of these brothers should have taught you in the Baltimore area who out here is doing the real relevant work. It is a failure of their leadership to not uh, raise up the success scholar and the work of the success scholar so that the more intelligent people, the more informed individuals can at least have a hope for the future. Because right now, unfortunately, both of these brothers and even those that's bringing in these other lectures and speakers, bringing in people who are snitches, bringing them to Baltimore to speak, or they already in Baltimore. People that are cursing out preachers and pastors. So I want to say to you all, the real conscious people, you all, the real progressive individuals, I say support the Success Scholar movement. Again, I have the more practical platform and solutions for the real conscious individuals, the real individuals that are aware, but using that awareness towards real change. These individuals over the past year, as I've been working at a congressional level, working at a state level, and working on a local level, these individuals use their intellectual capacity to stay irrelevant and disempowered while I attempt to move our community forward on another level. And so I'm saying today, I hope that today can be a day of awakening, awakening to the message of the Success Scholar. And so I say to you all that want and aspire towards anything in life, I believe sincerely that my message, that my teachings, that my scholarly analysis is the most practical, the most relevant, and the most empowering of this time. And so I say that you can get lost into people rhyming and making intellectual, having conspiracy conversations, or you can get lost in the apocalyptic preachings in terms of why we are cursed and we are failing because we didn't obey somebody's laws. But I'm going to say today that it takes the right mindset, the mindset that the Success Scholar is bringing. And so I want to say today that today can be a new day for you, but I would like to offer you all to get a copy of my best-selling book, of course, and to invite me to your events to speak, to drop a more formalized presentation. Because sometimes we can't, we gotta let the dead bury the dead. Let these folks, that's not, pulling their own weight, that's not stepping up, that's not bringing the more relevant people, the more relevant audiences, if they're not bringing the more relevant messages, if they're not connecting and going out and finding those individuals that have a more strategic plan. They just want to talk on the radio each and every week. And that's all they're ever going to do. So I'm saying that we can move forward. We can move forward to a more practical solutions, to a more informed consciousness that only I am bringing at this time, certainly within the Baltimore community. So that's all I have. Holla at the Success Scholar. Check out some of my other videos where I expand on certain teachings. Check me out on eLife Media each and every Monday, elifemedia.net, where I've interviewed key, amazing individuals. Amazing individuals. I want you to join me as well for the debate of the decade. Dr. Cornel West debating Brother Malik Zulu Shabazz. February the 21st in the DC area. Location to be announced. As well as on December the 18th at the Arc Center Theater, we will have the film Gentrified. So I want you, the real conscious in Baltimore, to share this, to share a more progressive platform, a more informed, scholastic, success scholar level work that's truly transformational to our community. And so I'm saying that I have a more practical plan for our community, a more informed scholastic analysis for your upliftment. So I say that you will see results by working with the success scholar, the Honorable One, Asafo, the knowledge gangster. So thank you. My number, 410-209-9687, or hit me up, Haki Ammi at Gmail, HAKIAMMI at Gmail. So holla at the Success Scholar. Peace.